Growth and prosperity. Two words that usually bring to mind images of beautiful neighborhoods and construction projects enhancing the economy of entire cities. Those words also tend to push back the frontier, claiming empty lands once open for exploration. The land is paved to satisfy growing commerce, leaving behind only snippets of land for small parks. That being the case, this area is an anomaly. Development moves forward here just like it does around the globe, but instead of taking away in the name of progress, advancement here has been achieved by leaving the land the way nature intended.
The Dimple Park is about a 680-acre park, stretches from approximately 30th East and Dimple all the way down to 3rd East. It was set aside probably 30 years ago with some federal grants that the county had acquired. It's open to just about every user type with the exception of motorized.
Well, what makes this park fantastic is that it's here. The powers that be had enough foresight to leave it open, leave it natural, and it's accessible to a wide range of outdoor enthusiasts.
It's right here in the middle of civilization, if you will, so it's a few minutes away for a lot of people to be able to come out and ride their horses or take a nice hike or walk their dogs, and it's just a great thing to have so close at hand.
For members of the Backcountry Horsemen of Utah, Dimple Dell has become something of their own personal equestrian park, particularly in the winter. Located in the south end of the Salt Lake Valley, the Dell runs along a natural creek bed for about 4 miles. Nestled in the cove, Dimple Dell is sheltered from the rest of the valley, giving visitors the feeling of being miles from anywhere, when in truth they're in the middle of town. Today, Bruce Karchner and a group of horseback riders have come to the park for a winter excursion that is hard to find elsewhere in the state, where ungroomed trails don't lend themselves to traveling by stallion.
This time of year, especially with horsemen, we see a lot of people that may come from some of the other counties where the snow's too deep for them to be riding horses, and they can access this area very easily.
Bruce knows that fact better than most riders. As author of the Backcountry Horseman's Guide, which details 50 equestrian trails around the state, Bruce has traveled great distances with his steeds. Areas such as Dimple Dell change that paradigm slightly, though, since for many members of the Backcountry Horsemen, the trip here takes little more than a few minutes. The organization was founded to encourage riding in all settings, but they've since moved well beyond just taking their horses out for an afternoon adventure.
Backcountry Horsemen is a national organization. Our primary goal is to maintain access to wilderness and urban areas for horses. And in order to do that, we are primarily a service organization.
The whole goal is that we should be able to continue to enjoy the wild areas of our country, but we should do our fair share in maintaining them as well.
Urban trail systems such as Dimple Dell have become more common over the past few years as opportunities for outdoor recreation have decreased in cities across the West. Municipalities are starting to see the necessity and benefit of such areas, and places like Denver and Las Vegas have instituted bike areas for the public. Even so, Dimple Dell is truly in a class all its own. Neither growth nor prosperity have been encumbered because of its existence. In fact, they've moved forward. These riders will return with a greater appreciation for the outdoors and their community, all because they take time to enjoy what nature has to offer.
It's a great way to see the country. And I think it was Winston Churchill that said, there's nothing better for the inside of the man than the outside of a horse.
I view my horses as some of my best friends. I spend as much time as possible with them. It is a way of life for those of us that have horses.
For At Your Leisure, I'm Steve Heumann.